Hey there, my friend. Today I want to talk about how damaging the damsel in distress culture really is. So at first you might think, well, why? Well, it's nothing bad. It's all right, right? I get kind of annoyed because I used to be that way and I didn't understand the conflict. All right, so we watch movies and you have a damsel and she's got problems, right? And there's a hero that swoops her off her feet and fixes her problems for her, right? And they live happily ever after. But we don't see and watch the afterwards. Okay, what is that ideal relationship that these women are entering into, right? And so we encourage our girls subconsciously or whatever to look forward to that hero. All right, and I'll tell you why it's so damaging. Okay, it's so damaging because it causes us women to live out that narrative, right? We have an image that we want to portray that is the ideal woman, this beautiful flower that is gentle, soft, dainty, and do whatever my husband wants me to do. Oh, you're my hero. Just tell me what to do, okay? It causes us to remain in that victim mentality and not want to get out. So in our subconscious, we won't be receiving those benefits of the hero rescuing us if we ourselves are capable. Okay, so it leads to insecurity in women. We need to be needy so that we have a person who is here to need us, to need them. Okay, to need us to ask them for their help and rely on them to provide everything and everything. Okay, yes, men and women have different roles. Women, we are gentle in nature generally, and we are nurturers. And yes, we can have dividing and conquering, roles. Okay, which is important. Okay, but sometimes I see that it goes to the extreme and it breaks up marriages and it causes so much depression, so many health problems. Okay, so many relationship problems. Okay, so sometimes I see women, especially Christians, they divide their loyalty and priorities between their husband and God because, prior to that, as a single woman, you love and trust God and you rely wholly on Him. He guides you, right? And then when you get married, suddenly your husband is your God. Suddenly your husband is number one. I don't think so, okay? I think we should keep Him at number two and God number one, because if God's number one, He'll guide us to be the best wife we can be, the best mother we can be, and so it benefits our husbands more, okay? So hear me out, there's more to this. All right, the other thing too, if you remain the damsel, all right, your value is in your looks. Your value is in your problems, your issues, your weaknesses, okay? And it creates this competition and comparison in women within who looks better, who is hotter, who is skinnier. And so it distracts us. It distracts us from who we should be, who God and us have designed for us to be. You see what I mean? Your divine identity. So you're not friends with other women. You have this natural, competition, right? And somebody needs to be less so somebody can be up, at someone's expense. So, and because we don't have a lot of values, and that's, the looks is all we go for, right? We're stressing over the hair and the weight and stuff, and we sometimes lower our standards and lower our values, right? And then of course we settle for the wrong guy, right? We're hoping that he becomes this hero, and if he's not the hero, we get mad, and we just need him to validate and approve us. And if he doesn't validate and approve us women, then you're mad. You're saying, hey, this is not the right guy for me. I just haven't picked the right one, right? it just brings up so much insecurity, because a damsel in distress needs to be insecure, okay? And she needs to constantly be insecure. She cannot be this strong, very capable, independent woman, right? So it causes this unequal relationship, very, very unhealthy. And I've done sessions after sessions with women who are losing their husbands, or their husbands are cheating on them, or just so much discord, because these ladies, guess what? They don't have a personality. They don't have opinions, because all they are is just the looks. They don't have a brain, right? Because we haven't been taught, right? And, this also makes it difficult for men, because we put so much pressure on them to be that perfect hero. And if they're anything less, if they feel like they're sad and they're weak and they cry, we go, what? Are you wussy? What's wrong with you, right? So we don't give them an opportunity to be human. So that's not fair either, right? And if he doesn't provide more and more and more, the poor guy, right, we think he's not as good, right? He loses his value. So you can see that it's not healthy, right? Being this damsel in distress, you don't have much of a role in the world. You're a mum to somebody, you're a wife to somebody, and that's all. Because if you're more, then it's not part of the narrative, right? And so what happens when your kids grow up? What happens when they leave? What happens when your husband's, off going to trips and things? You're lost. You don't have, a purpose anymore, because your purpose was just, this narrow definition, okay? So can I share with you, in our church, we believe in a Heavenly Mother, and there's this false belief that this Heavenly Mother, we don't pray and talk about her very much because she needs protection, and I'm like, what if she's equally powerful to Heavenly Father? She's a God like him. Well, why does she need protection from the big and scary humans? How can we hurt her? How can we make her less of a God? Okay, so I'm thinking, and I prayed, and I'm like, tell me more. And one day I felt a connection to Heavenly Mother, and it was so powerful. I invite you, ladies, to have a connection to her as well. And then she'll tell you who she is and what she's all about. She's not sitting in a corner in heaven knitting doilies. No. She's not. She is, busy doing amazing work, helping out. It's like father and mother have equal and different roles. Okay? So powerful. And what she taught me is we are equal. We need each other, but we are equal, right? We can do interdependency. Have a clearer identity of who you are. You probably need to reinvent yourself, because up to now you may not even know what your interests are, what you like really, and you always might have said to yourself, well, I'm happy when the kids are happy, I'm happy when the family is happy and healthy. Well, hang on, you're attaching your happiness to them. What makes you happy? What makes you an individual? What gives you life and a personality? What makes you interesting, right? So, think about that, okay? What fulfills you? What's your life purpose, all right? So, when you kind of unattach and let go of that narrative of needing to be the damsel, okay, what happens is you see yourself as this equal to your husband, okay? So now you can work together. And ladies, if you are, bringing up daughters, okay, your girls will have more value than just their looks. So I've seen I have 4 girls, okay, 4 teenagers right now, and I have seen my kids' friends. All they do is do their selfies and make themselves look as cute as possible, but there should be more. They don't have to be shallow, but there should be more. They should have opinions. They should have dreams and goals and, just beautiful, exciting attributes. That's more than just the looks, right? So then they can attract the right guys, right? They can attract healthy, strong, powerful men who are, filled with faith as well, okay? Otherwise, you know, they're going to attract the guy for the wrong reason, and when their looks are gone, they've got no more value. And they're so distracted pleasing humans, husbands, okay, and children, they're not listening to God. Okay, so but if we're equal, we can work collaboratively together. So think about this. If the wife is strong and capable, okay, and the husband is strong and capable, we learn together, we study together, we come together and add to one another. Okay, we become more together. Instead of being busy, needing to be needed, and then needing to be needy and needing to be needed, and just round and round in circles. Okay, all right. We're not getting anywhere like that. All right. So if we can both say, hey, let's bring stuff to the table, let's work together and create something together, that is so much better for the world. All right. So think of collaboration. Okay. Think of less stress for everybody, so that we're not holding each other, you know, responsible for our own happiness. We're both going to God, and we're both seeking divine downloads, and we're both bringing up our children in the way that Heavenly Father wants us to bring them up. Okay, so you know, with this correct perspective, we find solutions. You know, my kids, I teach them, go to God, find solutions. Not go to the husband, go to the mother, go to the father, go to the person. Because, look, we may be smart and we may know a lot of stuff, but God knows more, right? Okay, so I want my children to find solutions in the right places. Right? I can talk more and more about this topic, but I hope you can see that, you know, the damsel in distress culture, although it may look great on TV, in the movies and stuff, it's not a very good narrative. It's not a very good narrative for us, right? And it's not healthy, especially if you have girls. You know, they're going to devalue themselves, right? And only focus on something so shallow as the way they look, okay? And boys, they're not going to look for girls who have brains, okay? They won't. You know, my girls, they do weightlifting. And I had a boy tell me, you know, just made a comment like, oh, you know, it's intimidating to have girls who weightlift and stuff and strong women. And I'm like, why is it intimidating? Why isn't it exciting to have, you know, women who are strong, who have an opinion, who want to change the world, who are more than just a mum, who are more than just a wife, okay? Those roles, don't get me wrong, very noble, very important. I love being a mum, I love being a wife, okay? But I'm a child of God, and I'm more than just a face or a piece of meat, right? So this is what I teach people in my Energy Balancing with Faith course. I teach them to wake up to who they are. I teach them to awaken to their purpose on earth and to fulfill the measure of their creation. Women, wake up, speak out. Be the powerful creators that you're meant to be. You are not the damsel. Get out of the victim mentality. Wake up. Okay, you are more exciting than you think. When I was growing up, my dad said to me, I married your mum, she's pretty, but I married her mostly because she is strong. Okay, and everybody else admires her for her personality. She's just strong, right? He said, good looks, it will fade. And he said, you, be smart, have dreams and goals, have a personality, and that will be so much more attractive than another woman who thinks that she has nice, perfect eyes and perfect hair, whatever. That stuff fades, okay? Get exciting, get a personality, empower yourself, switch on the switches, ladies, all right? Join the tribe. I am starting Energy Balancing with Faith course next week, okay? Please click on that link, join me. Or if you want to, join me in my next retreat. It's December 2nd to the 4th. It's in Santa Rosa Beach, Florida. Okay, just private message me about that information. I hope you liked what you heard today. If it resonates with you, please tell me in the comments below, okay? But girls, throw out that narrative now, okay? Wake up and empower yourself, empower your daughters, okay, and teach your sons to respect women for more than just their looks. Okay, that's the message that I want to share with you today. I'm very passionate about it, obviously, you can see that. But yeah, let's do this, okay, and create a more powerful, peaceful world. All right, that's all from me. Take care, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye for now.